right, so this is the pedal board I use to amplify my nylon string guitar live. It's really pretty simple. There's a kind of a lot of pedals, but it's really only to do a couple of things. Obviously, this is my direct box, and it has a post and a pre-EQ out. I use the post EQ out XLR, and that goes to the soundboard. I don't use an amplifier, so this goes to the house PA. If I wanted to go to an amp or even a monitor, there's a 1/4-inch output on the side here that's available. There's a tuner in this loop here, completely discrete. And I can hit this mute button here and tune without the audience hearing, going to the polytune. There's an effects loop here that goes to the reverb unit because there's a lot of venues that don't have reverb, or if they do, they don't have a very good one sometimes, and it's nice to be able to have some ambience, especially when you're plugging in a nylon string direct. Obviously, there's a bunch of EQ settings here. Generally, I try to leave it flat unless the sound guy can't get the sound they need. One of the problems with nylon string guitars is the mids can be a problem. So obviously, I have the dial here for mid-range, but I can also do some pretty extreme scoops. It also has a low-cut bypass, 80 hertz, 200 hertz, which helps if there's big subs going. I can cut that thump out. It also has a phase reversal. And then I use this RC booster as a clean boost. So for when I play like a lead, I kick that in to give myself some boost. And then when I play like a rhythm, I'll just take that out. And this is true bypass. This, of course, is a power source that just basically powers everything. And this is really nice reverb. And like I said, the whole thing I can take into a carry-on on the airplane. And it sets up immediately. I just throw that down on a stage and plug it in, and it's really easy.
So your signal path is pretty minimal.
Yeah, the only thing really between the guitar and the PA system is this, because these things are in loops. So yeah, and this is true bypass, so it's just keeping, and these are George L's, to just keep the signal as clean as possible.
So the only thing in there is actually the booster, really, unless you're wetting it a little bit reverb, it's just that booster and you're straight into the PA.
Yeah, straight into the booster and then into the PA, and everything else is in its own discrete loop. And this is a very clean box. It even has a phase reversal on there. So I don't have any hum problems or anything. It's been great. And like I said, if I need to get a separate feed to like a monitor or something, I can go out of this output. And if I don't want to color it at all, I could even go out of the pre-EQ out. Mm-hmm. And so I can adjust the EQs, but it won't affect it. So theoretically, I could go to a monitor, EQ that for me, but the house would get a completely flat signal going out of that, the pre-EQ.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a good box.